Hey, what's good, everybody? Okay, so this is day two of my challenge to myself. If you saw yesterday, you know that I'm challenging myself to actually create content in front of nobody. As I shared before, this is one of my weaknesses is getting in front of a camera when there's no audience. I'm a performer. So with drums or speaking, or acting, whatever, I like to be in front of a stage. So talking to an inanimate object really isn't my thing. I don't even talk to myself like that. But so my goal is to continuously, like, I really want to challenge myself to go live. And so just doing different types of setups. Like right now, I'm standing in front of my whiteboard. I got this background that I'm working on for, well, make sure you tune in Friday so you find out how I want to celebrate my birthday. So yeah, I'm turning 41 on Friday. Yes, I know. Go ahead and say it. Call me old. Get it out the way. But yeah, so today I'm talking about my why. And what they say is, if you've ever gone to most of these motivational speaking places, or if you've gone like business coaches or seminars, or even when they're telling you how to start your business, they first thing they ask you to do is identify or discover your why. Uh, the thing that motivates you, the thing that keeps you going, gets you going. I even have a part of that in some of the things that I teach and all that. It's not my specialty, and getting people to get down to the nitty gritty of why they do it. But there's some wonderful, wonderful people out there who do a good job at helping you to discover, identify, and even promote your why. But I do think it's important because everybody, no one gets it. Well, hopefully, no one gets into business just to make money, because you can do that going to a 9 to 5. And even when you go to 9 to 5, you want to have a why, something at home, something outside of this, because the the market changes, fluctuates. People lose their jobs every day. People get new jobs every day. But what will keep you going is if you have a goal in mind, something at the end of the road, or a legacy or something like that. So I'm talking like this because, as I said before, I have to do at least 5 minutes a day, and I feel like I'll get through my why relatively quickly, because it's very, very simple to me, um, why I do what I do. But essentially, my why is my legacy. It's I've since I turned 40 this time last year, I really started to think about legacy, what I'm leaving behind when I uh, when I die, because everybody's going to die. It's the point of the man wants to die, and after that, the judgment. And what's important to me is that when I leave, that I'm not just I'm just going to ground and it's over. I want to have had an impact and even have a lasting impact. Somebody once said, if you want to be great, either write something worth reading or read or do something worth writing about. And so my goal is to do both. I've written a book and I hope it's worth reading, but more than that, I want to do something that has a lasting legacy, even if my name isn't remembered. The impact of what I do is so, and that's where my why comes from. And it's scripture based. Anybody who knows me, I grew up in the church, raised by my parents in the church, and my pastor. She really had a huge hand in raising me. If you go to the dedications in the book, there's a whole page dedicated to her, and for that reason, because of the impact that she had on me, and still has on me to this day. But growing up, people, if you read my bio, even though it's not even out there, uh, me being in the position that I'm in now would be highly unlikely, and that influences my why. My why is I want to be as impactful on other people, especially the next generation, as my pastor was to me. And that really is what drives me, what motivates me. Like, I'm the type of dude, like, how you're in the mall, and if you ever been like almost any mall these days, you see these little youngins, and they had the little shoe joint, and they see what kind of shoes you got on, and they call it out. Oh, hey, Harachis, or I got those on now, but or days, hey, so you got them 13s. They jump out there and they say something to you, and they're either trying to sell you something or clean your shoes or anything like that. Like, one of my goals in life is to be able to find, like, be walking down the street or walking in the mall or seeing somebody, a young man with like bagging groceries, whatever it may be. and seeing that they have work ethic and be able to hire them on the spot, right? And say, hey, look, you're doing good at this. Let me make you a millionaire. That's part of my why. I want to have that type of ability, that type of influence, that type of knowledge and connections. That's really what drives me. My ultimate goal in life. I don't know if people really notice. I've shared it with some folks. Is that I want to open up a school that's market based. People are like, what market based? Yeah, so market based. Like I want to have a school where when you walk in, uh, the students are taught skills and talents that are marketable. I mean, just the philosophies and all that type of stuff is good. But, I know, especially for me, I always wanted to make money. I always wanted to do something to make money. Um, like even when you look at, the athletes, entertainers, things like that, those are lucrative fields. And that's why a lot of our people lean that way. Is not just because it's something that's fun, it's something they enjoy, but also they see it as a path to prosperity. And so I want to have a school that's a path to prosperity, that from the time they walk in, this will be just be from seventh grade up. From the time they walk in, they're on a path to make money, to be marketable, to be productive citizens, yes, to be well-rounded, all that good stuff, but really to make money, to prosper. But yeah, that's my why. That's why I do what I do, is because I want the generations to come, the generation after me, to and long down the line. He said, Scripture says, "A blessed man leaves an inheritance for his children's children." And while I don't have any children, I have nieces, nephews, godchildren. Ones who just run to me and ask me for money, and I want to be in a position where again, they can do for me. I can do for them what my pastor did for me, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I think it's a noble cause. Um, I don't like to see my, especially my people according to the flesh. I love everybody, but if anybody who knows me, they know I have a special love for for black folks. I mean, I just happen to have on a shirt, say "Stand Your Ground," with the Black Panthers on it, which is a group that I somewhat admire a lot of the things they did, especially their goals of providing and being self-sufficient in our community. Like a lot of people don't know, the reason we have a school lunch program, federal school lunch program, is because they started it. And when they got shut down, it was still something that people wanted. And I'm not gonna get into the politics and COINTEL and all that type of stuff that went into it. But now it's a federally run program. But it was not. That was not happening back in the 70s when they started. So yeah, I mean that's really where my heart is, where my desire is. That's what gets me up. That's what has me doing this summer camp. If anybody remembers last year when I did the summer camp, it really impacted me, teaching these students, whether it be cybersecurity, teaching them entrepreneurship, teaching them just the ways that I came up. And I don't code switch. I don't try to tell them not to be them. I just want them to be focused and be a better them than they even expect. Because I think that everybody, in each of us, we have how we see ourselves and how good we believe we are and be. But I think that with the right motivation, we'll all succeed. We'll all surpass even what we think is success. And so that's my why, to really help people to fulfill their God-given purpose, especially my people. Nothing against anybody else. I'll help anybody. They know that, people know that. But there's really something about my people. I had a stint in politics years ago. And always, every time I was in politics, I had my hair like, I've cut my hair a few times, but I've had my hair long. And part of the reason was, and one of the reasons I have it like this now, not just because I like it, I do, but I want people to be able to look at me, have a good experience with me. Hopefully the experiences are good, but have a good experience with me. And so the next time they see a young black man, whether it be younger than me, older than me, oh, my camera went out. How much? That they would have a positive. They would have had a positive experience with me, and so therefore they would look at them in a positive manner. Like that's really what moves me. That's really what pushes me forward. And so today is day two of me. Well, I guess that means I ain't gonna talk. So, but yeah, there's that on that. I see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully, I won't have any technical difficulties with this joint. But I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.